Alright, y'all, I'm back and I have shampooed my hair. This is the thin side, if y'all could tell, girl. Ooh. But yeah, I cut it yesterday, so it is pretty low. So yeah, I just got, like I said, took me a shower and I'm about to just mold my hair. Whew, girl. So how y'all been doing with y'all period? Girl, and never mind my forehead. Girl, my forehead is huge. I have this mirror in front of me that I'm probably going to be looking at. So if I'm not looking at y'all, I'm looking at the mirror because I'm trying to mold this hair. But, how y'all been feeling about period, girl? One thing, y'all, I can say, perimenopause. Or it may be just getting in your 40s too. It makes you like stop and reevaluate yourself. Like dang, I got a towel over there. Hold on. Anyway, you start reevaluating yourself. You start thinking about things that you done put up with that you probably shouldn't have. And that's just from with anybody. Friendships, relationships, family, friends, all of that, right? Because you just come to the point where it's just like, F it, or I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really helps you cut out the people pleasing. You know what I'm saying? So if there's anything I would say would be a plus, it would be that. Just kind of, it makes you a little no nonsense. You're just like, I don't give a damn. You don't care to please people. You don't care to be invited to things. You don't care that you are not invited to things. You don't care that somebody may feel away because you don't want to do something. Like, you just in that F it, I don't care mode. And I know for me, I had that, but not like I have it now. You know what I'm saying? I gotta take these off. I can see if I get a call, but I can't work with that. But yeah, it puts you in that effing mode. And like I said, I used to be in that people pleasing to where I would do stuff that I didn't want to do. I would do stuff because I was asked to do it, or even though I was tired and I just probably really didn't want to do the thing, I still did it because, you wanted to please people. You don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, and it's just like at this stage and at this age, and like I said, just probably going through peri, first of all, because you be tired. For me, I'm just going to speak for me. I be tired a lot. I do work and then I do hair in the evenings and on the weekend, and then, sometimes I just don't want to do the thing. Like, sometimes I don't want to socialize. Sometimes I don't want to go. Or sometimes I do. I just want to be by myself. Like, I don't feel like dealing with people. I don't feel like talking, And a lot of the times you would start to feel like, dang, I could go to this, because you want somebody else to not feel away, or not feel neglected or sad because you didn't come, or or just feel away about you not doing something. At this point, I'm like, girl, if you feel away, sis, that's on you. Because my no is my no. I'm not gonna, even with that too, I'm not gonna be explaining I'm tired, or I just no. It's just no. What they say, no is a complete sentence. It's just no. And a lot of the time it's not being funny or trying to be rude or anything. It's just that I don't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? Certain people, certain energy, certain vibes, I don't want to be around. So it's like, no. I'm not coming. I'm not going. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that has really helped me with that, just because at this point, I don't care about saying no. I don't care about somebody being upset because I chose me. You know what I'm saying? I chose to relax today because I don't feel like it. Or I chose relax today because I just don't want to go. Or I just don't want to be around, whatever the case, right? For some reason, y'all, I've been liking these little swirls. You know, just a little something different. I don't know if you guys can tell. I probably should have zoomed in a little more, but I'm really just been playing with my molds here lately. Just trying to do something a little different. And, you know, something a little different. You know, sometimes we got to shake it up. And so, like I was saying with that perimenopause too, I just feel like with that too, you have to learn how to mind your business, girl. Everything is not your task or not your mission, you know. Especially with social media, girl. Get on there, get what you need, and get off, like, girl, because that can cause stress too sometimes. When, you know, it's so much going on and you seeing all people talking about this, people talking about that. I have just learned, girl, I just mind my business, girl. That'll save you a lot of stress. That'll save you a lot of your cortisone levels and blood sugar going up if you just mind your business. Because if it don't concern you or affect you directly, dang. See, that's what's starting to piss me off. Hold on. Because maybe I can't talk and do it at the same time. Oh, look. But yeah, for me, I don't like that. I don't like that. Anyway, if it doesn't pertain to you or affect you directly, girl, don't let it stress you out, because some of this stuff are triggers, boy. And you can just be strolling, minding your business, and you see some stuff that trigger you. Now you investigating it and you going on and on into it. That's another thing that you shouldn't be doing, because that's triggering to you. It's causing your stress levels to go up. Like, let it be. If it don't apply, let it fly. And I've even like tried to switch up my algorithm, especially on TikTok, because you will start looking at one thing and then it's going to start showing you all of that. So I may just go to the search bar and search, you know, how to relax, or, you know, clearing your mind, you know, so I can have that in my algorithm. I have unfollowed a lot of pages that just kind of make me feel triggered in any kind of way, or make me feel sad or depressed, or, you know what I'm saying, anything like that. I just did away with them. I don't follow them, you know, especially sometimes a lot of like news stuff, like the Shade Room. I've been let them go. Of course, it'll still probably come on my thing just from the what is it, For You page or whatever. You may see some stuff, but some of that stuff be too triggering. Some of that stuff is just, I don't need that in my membrane. I don't need it in my mind. I don't. So unfollow a lot of pages that are triggers for you. If you find yourself steady on a thing, and once you get done looking at it, you start feeling away, even about yourself or just about life, or, you know what I'm saying. And sometimes it's not even like negative things that's happening. It could be positive things that's going on, but you don't have positive stuff in your life. So it may trigger something in you. It may make you feel less than. It may make you feel like you need to catch up, or, you know, what are you doing? So if it does, unfollow those two until you at a place to where you can like enjoy it and be happy for them and see yourself doing the same thing without feeling down about yourself or your life. You know what I'm saying? You can go back to it once you're in a better headspace, but when you're not and you're looking at that type of stuff, it could be a it can be a trigger, girl. I'm trying not to touch the part that I molded. And just, you know, kind of lay it over there, because sometimes you do it too tight, it'll mess up your little curls and stuff. So that's why the first one I don't never tie. I just kind of lay. And if you ever need a little help with it laying, put your little foam on your hand so you can get it to lay right. This one I'm probably gonna tie, but I'm gonna bring it up some so it's not actually on the mold too much. And I did relax my hair. I don't know if I told y'all that, but I did relax it because I did cut it yesterday. And it, you know, for me, once I cut my hair, especially, you know, as low as I did, it starts getting wavy and stuff, and I don't want that. So this is cool. I only used 3 strips. I still got a little extra. So I'm gonna send it to the dryer. I usually do about, what do I do? 20 minutes? No, I do 10 with this on. 10 to 15 depending on if I relax my hair. So today, because it's straight, I'll probably do 10 minutes with the strips and then take them off and do another like 10 to 15. I try to do no longer than 30 minutes. Plus it's shorter, so it doesn't take that long. But yeah. So like I was saying, just a few little tips for perimenopause. First, like I said, mind your business. Unfollow things that do not serve you right now. Like I said, it can be positive vibes, but if you're not there, just so you don't put yourself in a stressed out place looking at that stuff, unfollow it. You can always go back. And especially unfollow negative, too much news, too much, chaos and stuff. Get that out. Exercise, moving your body, doing weights, doing a little walk, stuff like that will help you clear your mind, will raise your energy levels, make you feel better. It's just that dopamine hit. It just kind of, raises your mood. What else? I did take some little notes, girl. What else did I say? Oh, I said eat intentionally. You know what you shouldn't be eating. So that's what intentional means. Eat intentionally. So eat the things that you know you are supposed to be eating. And also give yourself a treat day, like a treat day or a treat. I'll say a treat day. Or what am I saying? Slow down. Or a treat meal. So maybe you have the meal that you want and a little dessert that you want. You know what I'm saying? But because for me, I gotta have what I like. I only got one life. I gotta enjoy it. So I'm looking at the time. But, enjoy your life. But eat with intention 80% or maybe 90% of the time. I'm working on that. This is stuff that I'm doing myself. So this is not me saying do this, do that, and I'm doing it. No, this is for me too. What else I was going to say? Read. Find you a good, entertaining book, because I have a lot of self-help books, and those are cool and all, but sometimes that can get overwhelming because you're feeling like, oh, I need to do all this stuff, oh, I need to start, and that can be overwhelming. Girl, get you a book that makes you laugh, that you enjoy, a good love story or a good friendship story, something good and entertaining that'll keep you wanting to go back and read it. So instead of, strolling your phone, read that good book, girl. See what the juice is and the tea is in the book, okay? Find you a really good book to read. And then, like I said, like I've been saying, find a hobby, something that you can do, something that you can create. Take a class. You can teach a class if there's something you know how to do. If that's not going to be stressful for you, make sure it's a de-stressing hobby. Okay. Soothing that inner child. Do things that you always wanted to do and you feel like now at this age, oh, that's silly. No, do it, because that's what's going to make you enjoy. That's just going to give you fulfillment. It's going to, it's going to do something for you because it's always been there. You've been hiding it. You've been keeping it to yourself. You've been thinking you're too big or too old to do it. Do that. Do that thing. What else? Do you some art, color. Y'all, I showed y'all that little coloring book that I got. That's also a devotional. That's entertaining. It relaxes your mind. You can create a pretty picture, stuff like that. Learn how to sew. Start a YouTube channel, and even with starting a YouTube channel, don't think too much in it. Do it because it's fun. Do it because you love it. Do it because you love to share. You love to talk. Whatever the case, just make sure it's something you enjoy. Because when it starts being stressful and you start putting too much on it, then it's going to start becoming a thing that you don't like, you're stressing about and all of that. It's not fun. So find you a hobby that you can enjoy, something that you may can do by yourself, or like I said, you can do in a class setting or something like that, but something for you. Okay. And yeah, like I said, just, learn to say no with a period, not a comma. You know what I'm saying? No is the answer. No more people pleasing. But like I said, with Perry, if you ain't got there, it's going to push you into it because you're just going to be like, no nonsense. It's just like, I ain't got to put up with that. You got a roof over your head. You got a place to stay. You got your own. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I can sit up in here all day. And let me see. yeah, that's just saying, you know, you do everything for everyone else. Take the time to do stuff for you. Find your peace. Find your happy place. A lot of us, because my algorithm now is a lot about menopause and perimenopause on TikTok. And a lot of women are feeling depressed, they're feeling sad, and they're feeling unfulfilled. And it's just because you don't know who you are anymore. You at this midlife to where maybe kids are gone or you're graduating kids and you're an empty nester and you don't know who you are anymore. So outside of being a mom or being a wife, you know, you're a mother, you're a friend, you're a daughter. But what else are you? You know, what do you like to do now? Get back to you. And be a beginner. Like, it's okay if you're 58 and you decide you want to go back to school and take some courses. That's okay. That's where the thrill and the joy is going to come, from being a beginner again. You've been doing everything for everybody else. It's your time, sis, okay? So be a beginner again. That's okay. Do something new. You're not too old. Like I said, you're not too tired. You're not lazy. You're just going through the thing that we're going to have to work ourselves through. But in the meantime, you can find something for yourself that's, you know, that's a happy space for you. You're just getting started. This is a new era of your life, and you're basically becoming. You're becoming who you're going to be in the second half of your life. Okay, that's it. So I've been talking, girls. It's been about 16 minutes. So drop some comments and, you know, let me know. Did this help you? Because that's what I'm here for. But these are things that I'm implementing myself. So stay tuned for more little chats like that. But like I said, I'm going to get under the dryer, do my thing, and I'll probably see y'all later. All right, guys, I'm back. I lied. And I need to charge up this camera, but I just put this on a while ago since I was walking around. But this is what it's looking like after the dryer. And it's kind of bulking up right here because of the my headphones for work. But it's all dry. It look good. So I'm probably just gonna wear the mold. I'm not gonna put any curls in it. Okay. So this is the little. I get this from a professional beauty supply. You might can get it from Amazon or something. I never Googled it, but that's that. It's called Johnny B's. It's like a pomade. Y'all can see it's purple. So I just get just a little bit because my hair is fine now, all of a sudden. So I'll put about that much if y'all can see on there. Rub it in, and it just gives you a shine, and you can put it on before you curl it or whatever. I might need a little more. That might be enough. So I usually will put this on, like I said, a little bit, especially before you curl it, because you don't want it to weigh your hair down or just have your hair too greasy. It's a light grease. It's almost like a wax, but not as thick as a wax, but it's good. So I don't know if you can tell, but it gave my hair a little shine, which the shine starts at the bowl. So my hair was already shining. So I did add a little bit more. I'm going to add to it. If y'all can see that, it's just a little bit more. Just a little bit. And I'll put it towards the back. And so, more than likely, I'm just going to kind of break up the mold a little bit. And when I say break up the mold, I'm just like going to put my hands through it and, you know, fix it. You know, just kind of break it up a little bit. But since I'm still working, I don't want to break it up all the way. So I'm just going to put this back on because, you know, sometimes you get a little hot, you're moving around. And I don't want to mess up my mold, and I don't want to start sweating and my hair start curling up. Even though I did put a relaxer on it, girl, it will still curl. So I just do that, you know, twist it. Try not to twist it too tight. And then I'll just tie this up because I don't need that in my face. And I'm probably going to pull my ears through so that just stays laying down on the side and in the back. Same over here. Just so everything around here is staying flat. And sometimes I'll add another one too to the back. So, all right, y'all, I'm back. Headed to the shop. This is my hair. As y'all can see, that one little swirl messed up right there. I think I did that when I was washing my face or whatever. So, nevertheless, I can just, you know, put a little more foam on it and swirl it right back on up. But I didn't really have time to do it before I left, so I just left it as is. But yeah, I didn't add any more oil or anything. I just, you know, you just kind of put your little fingers through it, and that's your molding done, okay?